Alright there, my name's Ragtag and I'm one of the greatest gutter tier Apex Legends players to have ever walked the planet, and today I'm going to teach the rest of you hopeless losers how to survive the first 60 seconds or more of your Battle Royale lives. Because the moment you touch the ground is the moment your body is faced with that essential fight or flight situation as everyone else has landed around you. Your in-game self has got to decide if it's better to repeatedly fly and kick another human being to death or run around with your pheromones to the wind hoping to find a weapon before someone else smells you and peppers your arse full of alternator, Mozam bullshit or P2020. Terrible way to die, and these days many people don't even consider hanging around to be picked back up again because, well, they'd just rather start a new game than wait for a chance at being rezzed. And why? Because they know what we all know. It's harder to respawn with less loot and it's riskier to get into naked gunfights, but also the person who was downed is probably thinking that their teammates are a bag of shite and stand no chance of getting the back in their feet. And that is because their teammates are people like you. But that's alright, I'm going to show you how to do it properly, and we're going to start by jumping into one of the best survival training drops you can ever get in your life. I think it is Skulltown. It is awesome. I've just picked a random clip here. I'm going to talk over the top of it. I always survive this area no matter what, and no one seems to understand the genius behind my moves, so I'll explain them to you. Right, first of all, as you get closer, breaking off is a good idea just so that everyone gets a chance at some loot, and then we can... Oh, we're not breaking off. Well, I normally do. I'm not sure what happened there, and now we're not moving. Maybe my mouse wasn't working, or... oh yeah, I think I might have been watching the Joker trailer. But that's alright, we got one man down anyway. Burst into the building. Who's that there? It's a bloodhound bitch. We're going to slide towards him, and then I change my mind only to find Bangalore shooting at me in the bollocks, so we phase the fuck out of there. There is another building. We're going to shut the bastard door behind us. Still no bastard weapons, but that's okay, we're fine. We're not fine. There's another team. Time to look around. Pathfinder's down, the dumb tool. Bloodhound thinks he's outsmarted. Maybe not today, you dirty prick. Guess where I'm going? I'm off roof climbing, because he's never going to know where that is. Okay, by the time we're up the second one, we're safe, so we jump down and say, what? How the fuck were you still standing there? You piece of shit! Right, let's try that again. This time I verified the footage wasn't corrupted and that there was no hackers with crystal balls, you know what I'm saying? Right, so when the timer counts down to 0 at the start of the game, the ship is going to throw everyone out at the same time, yeah? But let's face it, a lot of the time, this happens. And we've all seen it, you know what's going on here. A good amount of people are left in a huge group where we're all just standing around with a mile-high circle jerk going on, while some of the lucky plebs, well, they just fall through the cracks and dive way ahead of everyone else. Of all the bugs and fixes proposed for Apex Legends, surely creating an even start for all players should be above things such as, oh yeah, we're going to nerf the bunny hopping, okay? Yeah, well, most people mess that up, and it's not as big a deal as being stuck in a big elevated fucking stasis mode, is it? Anyway, you can try and make up for the bullshit by throwing yourself into a wall so that you kind of fall down the cliff edge. But apparently I suck at that as well. Anyway, we do get to land, and that's the main thing. Burst through the doors, jump over the rail, get myself a weapon, which is a prowler, and that is fine. Spot the body shield, and over the next railing, we now see a level 2 body shield, which is absolutely fantastic. And Bangalore comes too. We get shot at, and that's alright. I'm going to dive to cover, and now's a great time to let my teammate go into donkey mode, or ramming speed, whichever you prefer. Waste the enemy's ammunition. Once we're satisfied with that, I'm going to try and stop him from getting thirsted. Unfortunately, he does get thirsted. We run up and finish the job and smash them in the face. And now it's a roll of the dice to see if they're going to wait for me to respawn them, which of course, you know that they're not going to, because we landed in goddamn artillery zone. I don't even understand why people land there. The only reason I can think of is that someone had an eggy curry for breakfast and farted in the face of our jump master, but that's alright. At least we survived and we're alive at the end of this clip, so let's end this example here before something else happens. Right, let's finish off our short video today going back to Skulltown, and this time I am playing with 2 of my incompetent friends. I tend to say less in voice chat if I'm playing with Liam and Eddie, mainly because I let people who like to talk.
I do hate getting third-partied on a good game like that. You guys definitely should have broke away from me there.
Yeah, even though Liam is a Sassenach English bastard, he's definitely right. We should have broken away, but I'll be honest, I was far too busy stuffing my face with peppermint creams.
I didn't get anything, so I hope one of you did.
No, I didn't, but I did spot Pathfinder and I punched him right on the bum crack. And then I tried for a second one and completely missed. Didn't pick up the weapon, but we got him the third time thinking about the body armor now. We got that. Tried to punch again and missed. Should have got the weapon in the way, but we pussied out, but that's not a problem. And still hearing them whine about not having weapons and getting spit roasted, but we've got a havoc now. Picking up the slack for those 2 losers who normally spend half the game rezzing me, but today is not that day.
Get stuck, dickhead.
Yeah, so Liam grenades someone. I decide that thirsting an enemy is more important than helping him, because let's face it, God does not want him to live if he didn't grant him a weapon.
There's another one on me. That guy has a wingman.
Yeah, I don't have a gun. I stuck the one guy.
As you can tell, it's riveting to hear the same information twice, mainly because I don't pay attention to moaners, and they have to compensate to make sure I can hear them.
Coming in behind you. There's another. Yeah. Behind you.
The carry is real. Grab the banner, go to the beacon, your job here is done, Ragtag. The only other thing I'd say about surviving initial games is to do the exact opposite of whatever someone who is following you would do. They'll try and track your pathing, and if you then suddenly turn around and double back, that can be the difference between life and death. Then go and hide behind Caustic's big hitbox for a while, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But mainly, use your teammates as bait and make them think you did something spectacular when you actually just get lucky. Yeah, that's gonna do it now. I'm out of here. Shut your fucking mouths. Catch you in the next one. Later.